Hey, welcome to my computer, and I'm pretty excited for this lesson, like for any lesson that I'm creating here in each video, but this has really big place in my heart because we're now going to be speaking about pictures, converting pictures, and how to create the good pictures for your listing. And why I like it is because, well, I like creating, I like showing the product in my own way and gets more sales as well, conversions. So in this lesson, we're going to go through different types of images that you can use, and please stay around until the end of this video because there will be many things that you might not be aware of that you might want to include in your listings, and that hopefully will get you more and more sales. I'll do my best for you in this video. Please stick until the end. And one thing before we start, I would like to tell you that now we're going to be going through the pictures, right? Now there's a really nice service that I'm going to link in the description. It's called PickFu. So PickFu allows you to ask for opinions of people on your picture. So for example, you have one picture you want to use for your main image that we're going to start with soon. We have one and the second, and you're not sure, like you can ask your friend, you can ask yourself, and that's two opinions, which is nice, yes. But what if I could tell you that with PickFu you can ask 50 people or 100 people for this, and then you're gonna have much better results with the opinions about your product. There's also a bunch of other stuff in PickFu. You can check it out in the description. It's gonna be linked down there. So now let's start. We have 12 different folders here. Each is gonna have different pictures. It's gonna be a really exciting lesson. So let's start with the main picture. How do we go with our main picture on Amazon? So I'm gonna of course go with the knives because we have this niche here, but take it to your own niche. As with all this course, just take it to your own niche. A few things about the main picture. Your product shown on the main picture should be barely touching the edges, so technically taking all of the space of the picture. And why? First, Amazon states so in the TOS, but besides that, the bigger the product is, the better it gets perceived by the customer. He sees it as bigger one, he clicks on it in the search because it looks bigger, it looks more powerful. So that's pretty good to have it. Next thing, we're gonna go and check out the images and see what can be done in order to get even more clicks. So we have the first product here by Moon, right? We have a bread cutting knife, it seems. It's not exactly the knife that we were using for our Cerebro, but let's just take the reference. Now, what's really interesting about this picture is he features what is going to be cut by this knife. So I think it's a bread knife because that's usually how the bread knives are built. And he shows what's going to be cut. Here's the bread, here's the knife. This gives more perceived value to the customer. Now, the weird thing about this is that on the box, he has a steak. So maybe it's also a steak knife. Maybe it's a general knife. I don't know. But I just know that this kind of structure is for bread knives. Nevertheless, that's how he did it. And maybe I'm wrong here. Maybe it's just a general knife. What I'm saying, you have to be relevant. You make people confused. A confused mind does not buy. That's what I've understood. You gotta tell exactly what the person is getting, ease it for him, and let him buy easily, let him enjoy the process. When you feature a steak here, here's the bread, and this is a bread knife, customer can be like, wait, what is that for? That's not good. But in other words, he also features the box on the main picture. Now, on the TOS of Amazon, you cannot feature badges and all kinds of lifestyle things on the main image. You cannot even show the boxes as far as I know, but I do that. I do it with badges as well. It's against TOS. You can see your niche. If your niche has slogans, badges on the main pictures, you can try. Maybe people don't report each other. Usually Amazon itself is not gonna suppress you for that. Usually it doesn't. Usually suppression happens only if people report you. Now again, it's up to you. You can try. Usually what happens when you get reported, your image gets suppressed and you just have to change it. They're not gonna ban you for life. But again, it's up to you if you want to use it. Next, we have the ebook on the main picture. Also an idea. You can use an ebook because it gives extra value to the customer. Usually ebooks comes free, so you can also mention that it's free. Product plus free equals more chances of sale because the person feels he gets something free along with the product, which is really nice. The problem with the ebooks that because many people opt out of receiving emails, it might not get to them. And even if you feature it in your insert, which it comes with the product, they still might not read it, might not do whatever's there. And he's like, oh, I'm not getting the ebook. Like, well, let me just write a bad review. Like, I didn't get my ebook. So that's the thing. But ebooks also gives you higher CTR and it gives better conversions. But again, be careful because it might not get even to the person. So it's a really nice idea sometimes to send the ebook as a gift, for example, with your follow-up emails or something. And in this way, people are going to get it. Those who will get it just will benefit. You're not stating that this is something you have with your product. That's just a little idea for you, but also nice. Here we also have the box of the product, which is a gift box. Really nice. Pretty cool image. Next one features lifestyle plus a badge. What is a badge? Oh, badges also give more click-through rate and can give more conversions as well. And why? Because here, look at this. We have this knife. We have German steel. It doesn't mean made in Germany. German steel is German steel. It can be still made in China. But we know German quality, the German flag, like states, quality states, good control. We trust German products because, the guys there in Germany do their job very well. Well, 3 stars here could be made into 5 stars. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, here's 5 stars. And it's also lifetime warranty. You see, there are many good features in this badge and it can just give more CTR. So the person is scrolling, he's like, oh, German steel, oh, lifetime warranty. And also we have some more lifestyle things here, that the knife cuts the steak, the onion, and this pepper. It's also, and I think again, against TOS, but use at your own risk, can be really nice. The badges do good job. You can also feature badges inside your listing, where it's less problematic, because there Amazon usually does not even get it, and people don't report things inside the listing. Usually people like reporting the main image. There's another one which is not that good and well, let me tell you. There's a nice box here, but look how small the knife looks. It looks like you're getting a mini knife. So I think it's not a good one, but nevertheless he's using his box with the product gift box, beautiful, but the knife seems small here. That's just an idea for bake. I don't know, maybe he's selling like bazillions of them. What can I say? Maybe it can be improved. Next one is another picture where we can see a really nice picture. We have all the set by Home Hero. We have some branding here. We can see the brand on the knife as well. We can see it here, and we have some lifestyle here as well. It's beautiful. It's eye-catching. You know, the idea of these badges is also to catch the eye, the beautiful colors. Remember, red, yellow, green, very eye-catching colors. So here he has green and somewhat orange, yellow, right? It's really nice. Maybe if you could add some red could be nice, but again, you gotta play with the rainbow colors as well. You gotta understand what color works with what, but in my opinion, it's an awesome picture because it's big, catches all the frame, and we have lifestyle here. Again, against TOS, this is for the main picture. If you're gonna have any questions, drop them in the comments about pictures. I will gladly answer them. This is one of my favorite things on Amazon. I also have a service that I run for creation of the pictures, and I can create a really nice listing with infographics for you. Really good stuff. You can always reach out and ask about it. Next thing, we have before and after pictures. What does it mean? What do before and after pictures do? Before and after pictures show what happens before a product and what happens next. So for example, we have this tomato here, we have the knife, and this is what happens after the tomato meets the knife. Now in this picture, you'll see that we don't have the knife in action, which could be even better. But for this specific one, they show just before and after. So for this vegetable and for this steak, here's before, and then they cut it into after with the tomato and with the steak as well. Really nice. That's a before and after. This shows the person what happens before and what's after. These are really powerful for the perceived value. Just how to show how our product works. It can be taken for pretty much any product. You can show how it was before a product, how it is after. If it's let's say it's a towel for cleaning something, you can show before dirty, after towel clean, you know, and just take it to any product you have. Next, we have in action before and after. So we have the before and after veggie here, and here it's getting cut. It's also a lifestyle image actually, so to say, but it's also a before and after image because we see how it looks before, how it looks after. This shows the person in his mind like how it's gonna work, and it doesn't even work. So it definitely worked because it did cut it really well. Anyhow, the person is cutting the veggie and it's getting cut really nice. It's, you know, there are some other veggies there. It's a beautiful picture generally. You know, like if I cook something, for me it looks the same. Like this one is here, this veggie is here. Some people are more organized. And we have also the picture here. I don't know really why, but it just shows the knife. But the idea of the before and after. Here we also have the before and after. It's also like a lifestyle image, but it's like a before after lifestyle image and also in action. So here we have the before. Yes, we have the tomatoes. We here have the after. Here is it also in work, just cutting the steak, showing that it has power, the knife. Also with the cucumbers, with the lime here, multifunctional chef knife. So that's like before after pictures. Also really strong. Think about how you use it for your own product. If your product has the customer, for example, fat, fitness industry does it a lot, like fat and thin, or so to say fat and shredded. Let's continue. We have the lifestyle pictures, really nice stuff. So we have the lifestyle in use. Pretty much we don't have the before and after, but here people are cooking, it's in the kitchen, it's really nice. There's a couple. You see this also speaks to a couple. You know, if there's a couple of guy and girl and they have their own house, they have their own household, and it's really gonna speak to them, this picture, because if they also cook together, then it's really awesome. That's gonna be really speaking to these customers. Remember, in the picture, you gotta speak to your ideal customer. You gotta identify him. That's also very important. Next, we have another lifestyle picture. No one's cutting anything here, but we have the steak, we have the salt. We see that the knife cut through it. Some other things are cut. You see that also perceived value. The person can look 2 seconds into that, but his brain is gonna tell him the knife is cutting, the knife is good. It did cut all the veggies here, so it's good. And here's another lifestyle thing. It's like, it's also sort of a before and after, but it's like a lifestyle with a slogan here. Pauline Chernaya, make cooking more joyful. It's really nice to have some slogans in your pictures as well. A hand of a woman here, so it's also speaking to women. You know what I mean? Like, it's really deep. Every picture can be really deep, and as deep as you go and as deeper you know your customer, it just gets even better. Next, we have another lifestyle with like a slogan, Al Zola, healthy life starts from a good knife. So you see that's a slogan that speaks to healthy life starts from a good knife. Like the graphics could be a bit better here, but nevertheless it's really nice. You have some fire here. I don't know exactly what they wanted to show, but like that's powerful, or there's maybe more story to the brand. Don't remember, I just pulled out the picture, but this is a lifestyle with a slogan. It does work very well. You know, it's gotta be a set of your pictures, of course, yes. And we have the last one here is also lifestyle in work, and we have really powerful butcher knife. We have some meat here, and we can see that it's actually cutting it quite well. It's strong, you see, it goes through it. Yes, and maybe even if it's just an infographic image, you see, it can be done. I can also, I work with a really professional designer guy who is really crazy in his infographics, so it can be easily done even with, if you don't have, so to say, if you don't have the original picture. But these are the lifestyle images. Next is comparative marketing. What does comparative marketing mean? We compare a product to our competitor and we show that we are better actually. Let's see how it's done. So we have this Movit knife and other brand. You see, we have material premium, high carbon stainless steel. Here's ordinary steel. It also looks bigger than this one. You see, this is our brand. And how comparative marketing works is we have like what we do better, what they don't have, or what we're better, what they're less better in. Now look, comparative marketing is something you need to understand the rules about. You can read about the regulations of comparative marketing in your marketplace, wherever you're selling, because it might be different. So be careful with it, but it's widely used, so it's not a big problem. I use it as well. It gives good conversions. Now, on the comparative marketing, we're going to speak about the problems that usually, or the features that are very important to our ideal customer. And then we're going to say that we have them and others don't have them. You can also sometimes say some people have part of them, to make it more trustworthy. It's something that you have to technically test out to see if the other one does not have really the stainless steel. And if they don't, then you just do an X. Heat treated, safety. Well, the features here could be better. Like, what is safe? Safety. This is a bit of a Chinese thingy, but still, anyhow, it's the comparative marketing works this way. You compare your product to others by features, or you can also compare by other things like by benefits, but that wouldn't make sense, right? So the next thing we have is this Home Hero. Look at this. We have stainless steel non-scratch, and we show that the competitor has some scratches. See, that's another way of comparative marketing. Or non-stick coated, easy to clean. You see here, you can see that the water does not stick to the product, and here, well, it kind of sticks and it's harder to clean. And here, thick and durable, won't break. There's like thickness there, and like another knife breaks. And usually we can use other brands as something that like the main competitor has, for example, but we're not gonna use his brand, but we're gonna show his product. So once people see that, they'll remember that this one breaks and ours doesn't. So that's another idea for comparative marketing. Here's Bisalite. We have us and our competitors. You see, we're trying to cut the tomato and it crashes here. So it's something to see as well. This is comparative marketing, very nice. You see, people want a sharp cut, and here they, we all hate that when we cut something and it just, Zalit is what you should buy. Right, let's go next. We have complementary. What does complementary mean? Well, if you have a complementary product, if you want to show it, if you have, for example, a knife sharpener for your knife, show it on one of your pictures or in your EBC. Well, better be in your main pictures, because if it's like a big value proposition you better show it in your main picture. And here it is, like how it works. You have some stages and you have some even features for this product. We have really nice hand, clean nails. It's really nice quality product. Think about all this, guys. You gotta understand that person looks at that, if he sees like, for example, like dirty nails or something, or it's just gonna lower down the perceived value of your product. So better make it right. And that's a complementary product. You also can show it in one of your pictures. Next, we have features. What is features? Well, features is generally what we have with our product. That's to justify logically the emotional part of our pictures. And let's see. For example, let's start with this one. We have the Star knife, and here we have like, it shows like the features. It breaks down the product into features. Very popular among electronic products. Like a knife used that. And also they did the B oxidation process, I think, right? When they kind of covered it with this cover of B oxide or something. And my chemistry used to be good in chemistry back in high school, but anyhow, then I went to Amazon. Their features in a really nice way, by the way, but also they break down the features. It's really nice way. You can more see it in electronic products, as I've mentioned, but still very good to show the features. Actually, what do we have? Ebony wood handle. We have the full tank design, high strength steel. You see, this is features. Usually we justify by features and logics lifestyle that we show. That's gonna tell those customers that are more like techie, like they want to see why is it good, like where are the features. Well, here it is for them. Next, the next one is we show, like, you see, thinner, more sharp. You see, and it's each thing to its niche. So for example, in the knives, yes, we want to have a strong knife, but it's really thin, So here they have 2 euro cents, and essentially they're showing that this is the size of the euro cent, and this is the size of the knife. The thinner it is, the more sharp. And see how thin it is, like a 2 euro coin. Now, if you're selling in the States, you will not want a 2, or maybe it's not a euro cent, I don't know, maybe it's American cent. But anyhow, you want to be relevant, you want to go to the details, to the small details. If you're showing a euro to the Americans, they don't know, like, what is it? Some branding here also, one Banison, you see, that's also something that gives more authority to our picture. Here's extra features. We have technical certificate, Again, we have sizes for your product. You see what the blade is, thickness, what's the weight, where is it made. Like, for example, telling that it's made in China might not be the best idea even if you make it in China, but nevertheless they show it. What's the model? No one really cares, but you know, features are also good, as I've mentioned before, to justify your lifestyle picture. Another features picture, we have, you see the handle, we have sharp edges, the finger guard. You see that's also again to justify our cool pictures that are cutting the steak. Why is it that good? Because it has PP finger guard, ultra sharp edges. So these are the features. Oh, there's another one. Well, it's like more of a feature and kind of what we have in our product picture. It's like a knife set. So we have a chef knife, bread knife, carving, utility, pairing, cheese, and pizza. Why are these keywords here? First, because they're also using them in their listing, but for the perceived value, when a person sees there's a pizza cutting knife, he's like, oh, that's nice, I like cutting my pizza. Or there's a carving knife. Maybe he's looking for a bread knife. There it is, part of the set. There's a paring knife, it's part of the set. Utility knife, there it is. And also these are usually used as keywords as well. So that's like another idea to get more keywords for yourself. Remember, we had the chef, we had the other pairing, I think we had also, right? Next, we have the coupons. What does coupons mean? Coupons means when you buy more, you save more. So for buy 3 Zealot products and get 10% off, buy 5, get 15% off. Now this one can be set inside Amazon, like with the promotions, but the thing is, you are not allowed technically to do that. Like, you cannot show your promotions on your pictures. I don't know why they don't allow it, but I do that. I never had problems. I know a friend who did have a little problem with this, kind of suppressed his listing because of this, but this is the first time I see it, and I think it was because competitors directly reported him. But I nevertheless use that and it works pretty nice. Many people buy all sorts of products, and if you read the free ebook that I've sent you in the mini chat, they convert them, you're gonna see how these coupons work. By the way, if you're enjoying the video up until now, if you're still here, thank you for your time. I hope you're enjoying it and it's more to come. Like it, drop a comment. If you want to know more, ask, feel free. Appreciate that. Subscribe if you like my content. So that's the coupons photo. Next, we go to the gift photos. What is a gift photo? Oh, and it's really good for now, for the December, for the holidays, for the Q4. Gift photo is a photo that shows your product is a gift. For example, here we have the Damascus chef knife by this dude, Owen. It's like a gift photo. We see a really beautiful box, very high quality, premium style, and oh, that's a gift photo. The idea of a gift photo to show that this is a giftable item. And you can even say that, or even show with a ribbon. So here we have the Med Shark knife. And again, it looks small here. That's something I don't really like when, you know, it kind of looks smaller, but again, that's up to the person. You see Merry Christmas. He already made the Merry Christmas picture. So that's a gift photo. Gift photo gives the idea to the customer that this product can be gifted. And we have another one by Zealot here. Gift ready with unforgettable unboxing experience. This is a gift photo plus slogan with unforgettable unboxing experience. So, well, I guess it's going to be cool for the unboxers because look how beautiful the box is. Like, it's really nice. 8-inch chef knife and gift ready. They could also add something like, I don't know, little maybe Christmas themed infographic here. But nevertheless, this is a gift picture and it's really powerful because if your item is giftable, you just gotta tell it again to the people. Even though they know that the knife might be giftable, tell them that it is. Tick the right neurons in their brain that want to gift their friends. They're gonna be thinking, wow, I'm gonna gift Uncle David. So the gift photo is really strong. What is handwork? Handwork, I really like this one. So for example, if you make your product in a special way, maybe there's a special way you make your product. Like for this one, for Alizoa knives, you see they have fire melting, 16 convert product precision, manually wet edged. We have a dude here. It shows that this is more of a manual product. It's not a factory creating these bam, 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 bam knives. It's more like somebody sitting there. You see this dude, he's working hard to create this knife for you, you know? That's the idea of these pictures. And well, if it's so for your business, if you have something specific, something special about your business, if you have specific types of people that work for you and you want to feature these people, if you're a community-based business, you know, this is kind of like a part of a story as well, which we're gonna get to in the next few photos. But this one really gives more connection, more emotional connection to a product because they see how awesome it is in terms of 45-day rubber polishing. Well, there's some spelling mistakes here, but nevertheless, the idea here is to show like how manual it is created. Next, we have Tuo Cutler. You see again, here we have a dude creating the knife. I think it's part of their EBC. I put it from there. But the thing is, it was like manual created. You see, like we have the process here and we have the forging of the knife. They're creating it by hand. That shows that there's more of a human material there, human material, like in terms of the humans are making it, you know, not a machine. That's what people like. The next thing I saw is like with the Kasaku knife. Kasaku knife features this really beautiful, for example, they featured the insert here inside. We have the insert here and we have some other things that come with it. But look at this Samurai Series. Look at that, how awesome it is. Like it show a totally different story for their brand. It's like, wow, this is cool branding. Like if you get the idea here, I think it's pretty awesome and you're allowed to do that. Just enjoy and play with it as you wish. image. Let's see the next picture. So these were like handwork, what I've called them, when you position your brand as something that creates your products more manually and more, you know, with the human kind of addition to it. So next we have people. What is people? It's just using models. So let's start with it. First one, we have, well, people in the kitchen using the knife, and here we have a couple, and the dude is cutting the salad, looking at the chick, they're smiling, and there's a really nice kitchen here. Well, the quality of the picture is not that good, but still. And perfect knife for home use. We have some features here. This is a lifestyle picture with features and with people. Why is it good to have models inside the pictures? Well, because a perceived value. When we have humans, we're humans, right? So we are connected to other humans, we see them, we can picture ourselves using that. Again, if your ideal customers are couples at home for this age, also at this age category, then that's going to be working better for them. But even if you're like a single dude or a single girl that buys this knife, it still can be pretty good. So we have pretty much the same kind of picture. Maybe it's even the same brand, I don't remember. But here we have a solo dude who is cutting salmon and also with some features. But here we're speaking to guys that are more solo and maybe they're like bachelors or something. And it's a lifestyle image featuring this kind of guy. Again, girls might buy that, or couples, or even elderly people or younger people, but still, this is gonna be the most hit audience by this picture. It's really nice to know your audience, as I've mentioned before. Here we have a girl cutting the knife. That's from a different brand. We have all the knife set here. We have the branding. We have the brand name. We have the brand name here, I think. Oh, no, it's not gonna show you, but well, she's cutting the cucumber and she's pretty happy, it seems, and she's doing her job. That's again a lifestyle picture. We have a human there. She's not looking into the camera, but nevertheless, she's looking at the knife. Here's a little tip. When a person looks somewhere, for example, when she's looking here, your eyes are gonna lock on this object first. When she's gonna be looking at you, the first thing that you're gonna see is her eye. That's really nice for Facebook ads as well, and you can also use it on your pictures. And here we have, this is a pretty weird photo, but I wanted to show it to you because here almost making out and she's cutting, which might not be the best idea because I'm not sure how it reflects on the ideal customer. Like, do the ideal customer thinks that he's gonna be making out with this chick, like while cutting the tomato or whatever that is? That's quite dangerous. But you know, we all like these moments as well when we're with our loved one and you know, we're cooking together. Even as you can see, they're cooking together, and it says great helper for your kitchen. Enjoy more time with the ones you love. So it's really nice to position your pictures in different ways. Just know your audience. Like, lifestyle pictures with people are very important. I use people in all of my listings because I think it's just better for conversions. People see themselves in other people. Next is reviews. What is this? We have first the celebrity endorsement. I saw this guy, and I'm not sure if he's a very known chef, or he does seem like a serious chef. So if your product is aimed at chefs, for example, this will really give the chefs like, oh, I'm a chef, like this is me. And here we have some products in use, and we can also use celebrity endorsement. What does it mean? It's not featured here, but if you have some celebrity or some magazine or something that people know about and they use your product, or so they feature your product in their magazine or something, you can use it on Amazon, for example, and tell like, as seen in the Kitchen magazine, or featured also in Kitchen magazine. This is very important because it shows social proof to the people. And once you show social proof to the people, they tend to buy more from you. And if some super cool chef that other chefs follow is showing this knife, they're like, all right, if this dude like using this and it's actually showing that it's working, let me click add to cart now. Next, we have a bit of a different idea here. Zelite are using the reviews to show that their product is superior. How? Rather sharp out of the box, search sharp in our reviews to verify. So sharpness is something that's very important for people who buy knives, right? And we, as we've seen in the previous lessons, we've identified that from our keywords as well. But what they're saying essentially, go to our reviews and check them. You see, they're saying we have a bunch of reviews, we have tons of them. Go type in sharp and you're gonna see what others are saying. Also, you can use like, we have tens of thousands of happy customers. We served over 10 million customers this year. You see, this is social proof and it works really nice. Just say whatever true for your brand, right? If you have only 10,000 customers, say we have served over 10,000 customers this year, or over 10,000 customers are raving about our products. Check out our reviews. This is like a review picture. Is it against TOS? It's somewhere against TOS to mention that, is from what I've read, but I've been using that for a long time. Had no problems with this whatsoever. So let's go to the next pictures. These are really nice. Like, social proof is totally something that is awesome. Next one is story, and I have one thing here to show you. This was by a knife. I'm not sure exactly what the brand name was, but their idea is that the knife design, you see, came from the killer whale. So that's where they pulled the idea for their design, from an animal, which is really nice. You can tell in your EBC usually, you can tell the story of your brand, enhanced brand content, or A+ content as it's called now, or in your description if you don't have pictures. But the idea is to show the story of your brand, like how did this deal came to life. Maybe you can tell about yourself, like what did you do, who you are, or maybe you and your wife, you're creating these products at home. Tell the story, whatever is special about your story. And if it features you as the creator, it's gonna give you higher conversions, because people are attached to other people. They don't want to buy from huge companies. Well, they do, you know, Apple, Adidas, right? But still, if they see some small business, somebody who's behind it, they're happy to support. They see that people are working hard for this and they're just happy to support. So this is like a story kind of picture. I hope you have enjoyed this lesson. Now up here, we're gonna have the next lesson. We're gonna be speaking about all sorts of cool and unique ways to get even more conversion, get even more sales, something that is not much spoken of. So please check it out now. See you there.